The 31st of October 2017 Formula One tire supplier Pirelli has revealed driver selections for the Brazilian Grand Prix, with the super soft compound unsurprisingly favored over the soft and medium. It will mark the 9th time and final time that the combination is used this season, following on from China, Bahrain, Azerbaijan, Britain, Hungary, Italy, Malaysia and Japan. All drivers will take at least 8 sets of super softs to the Autodromo José Carlos Pais, with the Williams and Renault drivers the most aggressive on 10 sets each. Out of the Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari drivers, Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen will take the most sets of softs, 9 compared to 8. Soft selections range from 2 to 4 sets, while nobody will take more than the mandatory set of mediums. As usual, drivers have chosen 10 out of the 13 compounds. A set of super softs will be held for Q3, and a set of softs and mediums for the race, one of which must be used. Latest news 1302 F1 1232 The value of a victory is to be found in the greatness of the opponent, says Mercedes, in this nod to 2017 Formula One. F1 1155 Maurizio Arrivonene believes that minor changes will be enough for Ferrari to return to title-winning ways next season, after F1 1030 Brendan Hartley says he is happy with the progress he made over the course of his second Grand Prix weekend, despite being F1 1022 Red Bull drivers Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo got up close and personal with fans at the Mexico Grand Prix, receiving a F1 0938 Ferrari-backed Charles Leclerc and Force India reserve driver Alfonso Celis Jr. added to their Formula One mileage during F1 0902. Whether you love or loathe him, Lewis Hamilton is an all-time Formula One great whose talent, achievements and performances will F1 0712 Swiss youngster Fabio Scherer will step up to European Formula 3 in 2018 with Team Motopark. Scherer, 18, took one victory. F30538 Watch from a first-person view on a champagne bottle as Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes celebrate the Briton securing a fourth. F1 1642 Williams rookie Lance Stroll has described his Mexican Grand Prix result as a great present after taking a significant haul of F1 1524 Red Bull driver Daniel Ricciardo tours around his home city streets of Perth, Australia, for a fun-filled episode of car sales. F1 1431 Formula One tire supplier Pirelli has revealed driver selections for the Brazilian Grand Prix, with the super soft compound. F1 1341 Formula One chiefs have announced plans for the sport's next power unit cycle, which will begin in 2021, with a 1.6-liter V6. F1 1312 Experience the Mercedes-AMG Motorsport Night in Mexico City, hosted by ex-Formula One driver David Coulthard ahead of last. F1 1126 Lewis Hamilton secured a fourth title, via first-lap clash with title rival Sebastian Vettel, as Max Verstappen romped to F1 1102 Kevin Magnussen has compared his 8th-place finish at the Mexican Grand Prix to a victory for Haas, after he rose up the order. F1 1032 Lewis Hamilton became the most successful British driver in F1 history after securing a fourth title in Mexico. JeepUpdate.net has F1 1006 Lewis Hamilton celebrates in the paddock and pit lane with his Mercedes team after securing a fourth Formula One world title at F1 0957 Daniel Ricciardo reckons Max Verstappen's renewal with Red Bull has made my position stronger in the driver market, as he vows. F1 0926 Red Bull driver Max Verstappen will carry out a demonstration run in Formula One machinery in Las Vegas later this week. Fresh. F1 0916 Renault managing director Cyril Abiteboul has accepted that the manufacturer misjudged the balance between performance and F1 0542 catch up with Red Bull's Max Verstappen as he embarks on an entertaining bus journey from his hotel to the Autodromo Hermanos. F1 1708 McLaren driver Stoffel Vandoorne believes the squad's lack of straight-line speed, and a mistimed virtual safety car-related pit. F1 1634 Max Verstappen breezed to victory after an audacious opening lap move on Sebastian Vettel, as a delayed Lewis Hamilton clinched F1 1524 In the wake of clinching his fourth world title, Lewis Hamilton took questions from the media, in a press conference organized. F1 1414 Ferrari-backed Formula 2 Charles Leclerc champion will carry out running for Sauber at this week's Pirelli tire test at the F1 1326 Max Verstappen has admitted that the array of problems which affected other Renault-powered cars left him worried during his F1 1257 Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton reflects on his fourth Formula One World Championship and implores others never to give up. In this F1 1252 Force India Deputy Team Principal Bob Fernley praised the outfit as it secured fourth position in the Constructors' Championship. F1 1120 Marc Marquez says he adopted a conservative approach with the title in mind at the Malaysian Grand Prix, once it was clear he Motive 1032 Fernando Alonso says Lewis Hamilton has had it too easy in 2017 and has vowed to give his former teammate a harder time when F1 1002 Ferrari driver Kimi Räikkönen says a difficult opening lap skewered his prospects of challenging for overall honors at the F1 0858 Red Bull's Daniel Ricciardo was left to rue a pretty grim Mexican Grand Prix and believes there was a fundamental issue which F1 0736 Lewis Hamilton feels that he clinched the 2017 world title in a horrible way after coming home ninth at the Mexican Grand F1 0532 to find out more about the Bloodhound supersonic car, which is aiming to break the world land speed record, and be the first to miss 0348 Motive 2302 F1 2250 Force India's Esteban Ocon believes he would have been able to secure his maiden Formula One podium in Mexico without interference. F1 2207 Valtteri Bottas says he has been surprised by just how hard Lewis Hamilton works behind the scenes, after joining him at F1 2151 Sebastian Vettel says Lewis Hamilton has done a superb job in Formula One this season and is fully deserving of the 2017 F1